The $30 million car the world isn't allowed to own. This car costs more than most private jets, and the world doesn't even know who owns it. Over $30 million. Only 4 will ever exist. And one of them was built for a client so private, their name has never been revealed. This isn't just a Rolls-Royce. This is the Noire Droptail. In luxury, true power isn't loud, it's invisible. Rolls-Royce confirmed the Droptail was commissioned by an ultra-wealthy couple, but their identities remain completely undisclosed. No leaks, no press photos, no billionaire bragging. When you reach this level of wealth, anonymity becomes the ultimate status symbol. And that mystery is part of the price. Only 4 Droptails will ever exist. Not limited production, not rare. That makes this car statistically rarer than most priceless works of art hanging in museums. You are more likely to see a Bugatti on the road than one of these in your lifetime. Let that sink in. The Rose Noire was inspired by the black Baccara rose, a flower so deep crimson it appears almost black. But this wasn't just aesthetic inspiration. The commissioning client requested a vehicle that captured the emotion of that rose, and Rolls-Royce built an entire identity around it. The paint, the leather, the wood, even the atmosphere inside the cabin. This isn't customization. This is personal mythology sculpted into metal. The exterior color required more than 150 development attempts. In the shadows, it looks black. Under sunlight, it glows with layered crimson depth. It doesn't reflect light, it transforms with it. That finish alone took months of chemical experimentation and hand layering. This isn't paint, it's liquid architecture. Unlike most bespoke editions, this isn't built on a Phantom or Ghost platform. Rolls-Royce created a dedicated Droptail body, lower, shorter, more sculpted. The rear is inspired by luxury yachts, tapered, elegant, flowing. And the removable hardtop shifts the car's personality from open grand tourer to coupe silhouette. It doesn't look manufactured, it looks commissioned, like a custom super yacht. Here's the part that makes even engineers pause. The rear deck contains 1,603 individual pieces of black sycamore veneer. Each one is hand-cut, hand-placed, hand-finished. Development time for that section alone? Nearly 2 years. For perspective, you could design and produce an entire sports car in that time. Rolls-Royce used it for wood. When was the last time a car impressed you with carpentry? Step inside and it feels less like a cockpit and more like a private aviation lounge. Deep crimson leather wraps the cabin. Embroidery mirrors rose petals. Metal finishes are polished like fine jewelry. And then there's the centerpiece, a removable timepiece developed with Audemars Piguet. Yes, the dashboard clock detaches and becomes a wristwatch. You don't just drive this Rolls-Royce, you can wear it. Underneath all the artistry sits a 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12, producing roughly 563 horsepower. It's not built for Nürburgring lap times. It's built for silence. It doesn't launch violently. It glides with authority. 0 to 60 happens in about 5 seconds. But that number feels irrelevant, because this car isn't about adrenaline. It's about presence. This isn't transportation. It's a private museum on wheels. You're not paying for horsepower. You're paying for a one-off aluminum body, a proprietary paint chemistry, custom-developed wood artistry, thousands of craftsmanship hours, and total global exclusivity. For the price of this car, you could buy 15 Lamborghinis, or one story no one else on Earth can own. Critics say hypercars offer more performance. They're right, but they're measuring the wrong thing. This car isn't competing with hypercars. It's competing with fine art, haute couture, and architectural masterpieces. It lives in a different category entirely. The Droptail revives true coach building, a tradition from the early 1900s when Rolls-Royce supplied chassis and elite clients commissioned bespoke bodies. In other words, this isn't the future of cars. It's the rebirth of their most prestigious past. Most vehicles are built for markets. This one was built for one human being, one vision, one story, one owner whose name the world may never know. And that secrecy might be the most luxurious feature of all. So imagine this, you're offered a choice. The keys to this one of 4 Rolls-Royce masterpiece, or a $30 million garage filled with the fastest hypercars ever built. Speed or significance? Comment one word only. Rose, if you choose timeless luxury. Garage, if you choose pure performance. Let's see which.